Hey there. Today we are talking about a word that gets thrown around a lot, but sometimes seems to be a bit confusing. It's impeachment. After watching this video, you should be able to describe the power of Congress to impeach and then summarize or briefly discuss some presidential impeachment cases. You can take notes in your note packet under the question, how does Congress impeach an individual? And then, who are the presidents that were impeached and why? So first, we should say what impeachment is. An impeachment is an accusation that a public figure has committed wrongdoing. That's it. I'm not saying impeachment is not a big deal. It is. However, sometimes it seems that people think that impeachment is when a person is kicked out of office, and it isn't that. Although, if someone is impeached and later found guilty, then they would be removed from office. The Constitution says that a public figure can be impeached for treason or if they commit high crimes and misdemeanors. Now, you may be wondering, what is a high crime and misdemeanor? It's a good question. It seems that they aren't really small crimes, but at the same time, it isn't entirely clear either. Perhaps a high crime and misdemeanor is what the House of Representatives says is a high crime and misdemeanor. So let's look at how impeachment happens. Impeachment officially happens in the House of Representatives. If members of the House believe an official has committed a high crime or misdemeanor, then the House of Representatives can impeach that person. The House does that by a vote. If a majority of the representatives votes for impeachment, then the accused is impeached. And that's it. Majority vote in the House, impeached. After that, the point when the House impeaches, the case then moves to the Senate. In the Senate, there's a trial. If the president is being impeached, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court will preside over the hearing. If two-thirds of the Senate votes to remove the person from office, they're kicked out. They don't go to jail, they just lose their job. Now, that doesn't mean that the person won't face criminal charges. If the person has committed federal or state crimes, the impeached individual might face a trial in a criminal court, but that would be a separate proceeding. The results of a conviction in an impeachment case is just losing your job. So to wrap that up, the House impeaches, and then there's a trial in the Senate. So, who were the presidents that were impeached? There have been two presidents impeached, and one of them, believe it or not, isn't Richard Nixon. The two impeached presidents are Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton. Andrew Johnson was impeached because he fired somebody that Congress said he couldn't fire. That offense was officially violating the Tenure of Office Act. Andrew Johnson was acquitted, which means he was found not guilty. He kept his job. Clinton was also impeached for lying under oath and obstruction of justice. I do not want to get into those details, so I'm going to leave it at that. He was acquitted too. He kept his job for 2 terms. So now you know how impeachments happen, which presidents were impeached, and why. Thanks for watching. Here's a joke. Why is it so windy at Busch Stadium? Because of all of the fans. Go Cardinals.